Alright, so a lot of you want to take a proactive role with your website. You just need to know what to do. When it comes to free website marketing, there's really only two factors that come into play. The first one is content. Part of that means pages on your website. As you know, we already add pages to your site each and every day. However, if you'll go in and edit those pages, Google takes note of that, and it can seriously increase your rankings and traffic because it shows that you're continually updating your website. The second way to improve your website traffic is to get backlinks. A backlink is simply a link to your website that's coming from another person's website linking back to your site. That's why it's called a link back to you, a backlink. If that's confusing, just do a Google search for what is a backlink. Now, it's actually very easy to get some of these backlinks, but in order to get them, most of the time, you need to provide content. This means a paragraph or two, or even a page of content that you get published on someone else's website, and within that content, you place a relevant link to one of your website pages. It's a little bit of work to find where you can add these pages to other people's websites, and it's a little bit more work to get the content, the words, the articles, etc., that you're going to have placed onto the other person's website. However, we have gotten our hands on a 70-page report. It's called 34 Days to 7,000 Daily Visitors. Personally, I could not have written this better. It's short and sweet. There's a lot of material in there, but 70 pages is nothing compared to what it could be. It's definitely one of the best things you could read for your own benefit with your own website. Now, if you'd like to have this same report, simply watch the next video because it will spell everything out for you. Now, we've always been on the lookout for a software that will take content. It'll take an article and rewrite it at the push of a button. It's called spinning. Spin the article. It also has to be unique enough, has to pass Copyscape, which means the content will not be considered or detected as plagiarized. The problem is that most of these content spinners, in fact all of these content spinners in the past, they didn't work very well. And the rewritten version usually comes out really, really poor. However, we've recently found a new software called Spin Rewriter. And on a scale of 1 to 10, we do give this content spinner a 9. It's still not perfect, but it's the closest thing that we've ever found. It actually works good enough. In fact, once you have the rewritten version, which only takes a few seconds to generate, you can quickly go through by hand and correct the few mistakes that it makes. There's really that few. It can be done very quickly. In fact, you can take a piece of content, spin it, scan it for errors, and fix those errors in less than 2 minutes. So it's very, very fast comparatively. You can compare this to writing an article or a post yourself. That could take 10 to 30 minutes. If you have to pay someone to write an article for you, you'll easily spend 10 to 20 bucks, even 25 bucks. The software can definitely save you a ton of time and money. Now, they do have a 5-day, 100% fully operational trial. And if you want to take a proactive role with your website, I totally recommend you try it. The Spin Rewriter software does work well for the content requirements. In fact, when you sign up for the 5-day trial, they actually go ahead and give you that report. And I'm not allowed to share the report because it has copyright restrictions. Otherwise, I'd just put it up on this page. Now, we are going to offer very limited support to this guide because it's not our guide, it's not our report. But if you have questions via email, we'll definitely do our best to answer them. Now, what you can do, however, we stress this, if you type your question into Google or even go to YouTube, there's already videos and explanations for all of this SEO, website backlink kind of stuff. Just type in, how do I do this? How to do that? And you'll find the answers. There are tons of internet marketers around the world that have already made videos for this stuff, and of course even web pages. So YouTube and Google, they're a great resource. and you should never have to pay to get the answers. You'll always find somebody who wrote about it. So in the next video, I'll show you how to use Spin Rewriter and why it works so well.